Let me
Those
ask you
angles of
this.
elevation will be the same from 35,000 feet net sea level. That means the stars are at optical infinity. Welcome to Globe.
Sorry, they're not at an
No.
optical infinity on a globe. They're at a set distance that you derive from radial values measured with Polaris. That's how you infer the distances globally. They're not infinitely distant. Did you not believe that do you think you got an infinitely distant sun and stars? You don't think they're at set distance in your model derived from flat plane measurements of Polaris? Idiot. Idiot. Globe model's got set distances to stars. For example, 96 million miles to a particular star you think the sun is. That's a set distance. You've just said it's infinitely distant, therefore welcome to Globe that has fixed distances. You total clown.
I already told you I don't know what this 1.76 is derived from.
Stop! What we want is a citation for this 1.7 times the square root of the observer site in meters as an angle that gives you dip correction as an angle you can minus from your height. Is that what you're providing?
Yes, so the chart I posted? Yes.
Angle correction, are you having us on? It's just that's why you're giving it him in minutes. My God, you are so stupid.
Well, why he's converting
We're talking about an angle correction.
Yeah, if for his globe's geometric age, the dip to that age is 4.2 minutes. For 4.7 meters. In the almanac, it is let's see, 3.8 to 3.9 minutes. So the globe fails again. The globe keeps turning.
Guy, you really have no part in this conversation anymore. I don't know why I'm getting so het up with you. You know, the last question just demonstrated beyond all doubt that you have no place in this discussion.
I'm just applying the straight correction. I'm getting the exact answer.
So you're going to rinse and repeat a positive claim through the top of me pointing out that you've got no place in this conversation. You think that's your opportunity to rinse and repeat your claim? Right?
Let me give the coup de grace, Nathan. I used the maths he gave. See, I know those maths. The maths he gave a calculation of 3.81 minutes, which matches the almanac, but it doesn't match his globe. So the calculation matches the almanac, but it won't match his globe.
Because I can't see what you're doing.
Yeah, I just use your maths. I use your maths for 4.7
I understand what you're saying.
And that gave a dip correction. Well, not your maths, but the maths you gave. I know the maths. You gave 1.76 times the square root of the observer's height in meters. I used 4.7 meters. The correction is 3.81 minutes, matching the almanac. But for your globe, it's 4.2 to 4.3 minutes, not matching your globe.
Can you post
not matching your globe?
So I can see what you did.
You don't have to. You're supposed to know these things. You were the one making the claim.
I'm just asking you to show your work so I can follow along and see if what you're saying.
It's where anyone can hear this and go, you pick a height then. Pick a height. That's on the Nordic Almanac chart. And we'll go through all the details and you can do it side by side with me.
Okay, on my phone, can you post what you're doing in like the chat or something?
Sorry, it's the second time he's talking to a guy who's obviously mentally handicapped because he's just said, I'll talk you through it step by step. And the question he was asked was, just give me a height so he can walk you through it step by step. Response, can you just send me on my phone? It's like you can't comprehend friggin' English. So I really think it's pointless as communicating with you. You're intolerable as a person to communicate with. Yeah, you see someone's middle of their sentence as an invitation to start you talking like you're doing now, making you basically intolerable to communicate with. When someone suggests how they can give you what you want to know how it's done. All right, Brian says, I'll talk you through it step by step. Just give me a height. Can you send it me on my phone? It's like you're incapable of understanding bleeding English, making you a useless prick. They can't communicate with you, mate.
Is it possible, sir? I don't know. I can't remember your name. Is it possible that you were led to believe that those match? Is it possible that you were led to believe that the match you gave me matched your globe? Is it possible you were led to believe that?
Exactly
as a matter of fact, they don't match it at all. Right?
I'd be very surprised if that was the case.
Well, I've just proven that it's the case. I've proven it over and over and over. You're asking me why I'm going to Metabunk.
Well,
Metabunk is your maths. Metabunk gives all the maths for your globe. All the maths you need for your globe are in Metabunk. They are the maths. And you have a problem with them.
You need to show that.
You need to see. I need to show what?
He's asking you to provide him citations for his globe claim. Unreal.
Yeah, from globe maths.
No, that's not. Hey, Nathan, stop fucking lying.
Oh, really? You need to swear at me, do you, little bitch? Oh, really? Lying, am I? No, mate, yours is the globe claim. You'd be shocked to hear it, but it'd be you that would be citing shit about the globe, not Brian. But you want him to go off and get you Metabunk for you and your globe claim, do you there? Go on, swear at me.
He already did.
Go on, swear at me, you little bitch. Because you're losing badly. Yeah, we've proven you're a lying glurf bitch, and now you need to demonstrate your frustration by swearing at me, don't you? Go ahead. Just demonstrate to my audience how badly you've lost.
Well, speak for me.
Tell me your name. My name is Senpai, and my brand name
the
is
White
John
Knight that's joined just to cause audio chaos, please.
That's actually him, I think. That's actually him there himself.
No, it's not.
The
Brian,
main
thank
thing
you.
here,
I'm
Nathan,
running the show.
The main thing here, Nathan, is that he proved that the horizontal line is the surface of Earth. He proved that.
No, I proved that it requires a square root.
Nobody asked you. The middle of his concise summary was not your invitation to talk, Mr. I don't understand bleeding English and think that being asked for a height means you're asked to send an app, or Mr. I'm claiming a globe, can you please send me evidence of my globe maths? Because it's obviously your duty to send me my claim and then call me a fucking liar. No, glurf scum, this wasn't an invitation to talk through me either. Yeah? Just showing the audience how badly you've lost. That's all you're doing. Go ahead, Brian. It's okay, glurf scum liar. We weren't asking you for anything. Brian's not your name.
Yeah. Earlier on, Nathan, when you were debating with him, he was denying that he didn't deny the horizontal, right, that the elevation is taking above. So he didn't deny that you need the 90s, and he didn't deny that there's horizontal distance being measured between you and the GP point of the celestial body. He just said it wasn't, that horizontal was not the surface of the Earth. He then, when he was asked to, by Quantum Eraser, asked to detail the dip correction, detailed from A to Z, the dip correction. He came back with, it's just 1.76 times the square root of the observer's height in meters, right? He then tried to get away with that, right? He wasn't allowed to. And since then, it has been shown that he has proven that it is definitely the horizontal that he agreed to is definitely the surface of Earth, and that the corrections in the almanac and for dip do not match a globe. They only match a horizontal plane, proving that the Earth is a flat plane and not a globe of radius 395 miles.
Can I ask you a question, Brian? It's Brian, right?
If it's on topic.
Yes, it is. So this thing you're doing with Metabunk, are you suggesting that that calculation does not require a square root function?
I'm not saying anything. You said now he's trying to reverse the burden of proof.
Yes.
You claimed that a square root function does not work over a horizontal plane. You said that it only works over a curved surface. Now, it doesn't. I've used the very thing you gave me, and I was able to match it with the almanac that references a horizontal plane. You even said I lied when I brought up that the almanac uses mean sea level as a horizontal for soil production corrections. And I used the very calculation you gave me just a few minutes ago and proved that it doesn't match your globe. It matches a horizontal plane.
Yeah.
So what you're doing on Metabunk is getting those calculations from a horizontal?
Yeah, it is also, yes. It's called surface level.
Yeah, Metabunk. What I'm doing on Metabunk is I'm getting the that Metabunk are claiming for a globe of 3959 miles. If you have, from whatever height, if you have an issue with that, then you need to see at least Mick West, because that's where your problem lies.
Sure,
you don't understand the maths. You obviously don't understand or disagree with your own maths. I don't know what it is for your own globe.
Or with Metabunk, I'm not sure. I'll look into that. But for now, what I'm saying is, if you're saying that I've proven it works on a horizontal plane, it sounds like you haven't done that if you're using a globe calculation. My suspicion is that Metabunk site still uses
calculation. What globe calculation do they use? Sorry, Nathan, 1 second. What globe calculation do they use?
Stop. What Brian did was compare what you gave by citation that didn't include a squared function to the calculator that does include the squared function. And they don't match. That's what he did.
I did worse than that, Nathan. I used his calculation using the squared function and showed that it matched a horizontal plane. Because he doesn't understand how they're using the squared function within the dip correction. I showed that it matched the almanac, which matches the horizontal plane. The corrections match the horizontal plane. I showed his own, the calculation he gave, the squared function calculation he gave, doesn't match his globe. Now he's asking me how are you telling me the squared functions don't match the globe? I don't give a damn. I'd never claimed they did or didn't. He claimed they did or only match the globe.
No, but you claimed it matches a horizontal plane.
The very function that you gave me to match a horizontal plane in agreement, absolute total agreement with the almanac and in disagreement with your globe. What this is that he's looking to move away from the fact that you're looking to move away from the fact that you have been proven outright completely wrong. And that's what's going on here.
But I haven't. If you're saying that it completely matches the almanac uses a square root function.
A different red herring argument about whether square root function can work on a globe or a flat. It doesn't matter. You were wrong.
It absolutely matters.
I know how to use it. I know how to use it. I know how to use that function. When they were
square root function is absolutely what
they use the distance.
Square root function means
the distance that's gained is used horizontally. You don't understand the dip.
It's an angle. It's not a horizontal linear distance.
Sorry. The distance that's gained, right, via the calculation you gave me is used as a horizontal distance in the dip correction.
Not if it's got a square root function, it's not.
You're a bit confused there, Sunshine. You just said that it was an angle.
Yeah,
1.76 times the square root of the observer's height in meters. Show that as an angle.
Yes.
Just that. Yeah, just that. Go ahead and show it. Put it in chat, and AJ will send it to us. And then while you're at it, it'd be easier.
Here it is again.
To still Alexander the Great's tears out of the Euphrates than to show that you'd fail third grade geometry.
1.2 times the square root, 1.76 times the square root of the observer's height in meters isn't a degree. It's not an angle. He won't post that. He can't post that. It isn't an angle.
You can derive an angle. You can derive an angle from it, but it is not an angle.
Right. That's what Kiwi just said. He's just derived it and then given that number.
I mean, I can't go back to like basic math for this conversation.
Did we
go back to basic maths? We went back to basic maths. I used the math, the 1.76 times the square root of the observer's height in meters. I used that with 4.7 meters and showed that it matched the almanac, but it didn't match your globe.
Just out of interest, sorry, just 1 sec. I just want to ask a clarifying question. What does the dip correction correct to exactly?
Well, in soil reduction tables, it's correcting. In soil reduction tables, they're using the mean sea level as your horizontal plane.
You're correcting to mean sea level with this angle correction.
Correcting to horizontal, not mean sea level.
Sorry, you're correcting to horizontal. Hold on, everyone in G+. I didn't quite hear that. Can you say that again?
Yeah. Correcting to horizontal.
Welcome to Flat Earth.
But not.
Welcome to Flat Earth. So we're doing a correction to make sure that the distance is going to be corrected to horizontal.
We're right back to the beginning where I said the horizontal reference is not the Earth itself.
Sorry, we are correcting to...
Yes, it is. It was proven by his own
We
math.
are correcting to it, though.
Yes. So
Yes. And this is to do with navigating the Earth, right? We're not suddenly flying around in space. We're still navigating Earth, aren't we?
seems to be, yes.
Yes. So we're correcting to the horizontal plane that we will be navigating.
No.
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 No. It seems like you're a bit confused. So are we correcting to a plane in the middle of space to navigate that plane that we're correcting to, that's sea level? Are we correcting
Pretty
to
much.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, eye level.
Then why did you
That's
measure
it.
the height above the water on the boat in your crow's nest?
To calculate the dip correction.
To surface
Welcome
level.
to Flat Earth.
Yeah, to surface level. Welcome to flat Earth. Yeah, Earth's measured flat, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we do this correction. To correct to surface level.
Nope.
Yes.
Horizontal.
Not just nope. Yes, that is what it's doing. You just told me we correct to the horizontal. I say the one we're navigating.
Yes, at eye level.
Oh, we're correcting to eye level.
Navigating. The horizontal plane we're taking the elevation angle from. That's the only thing we need that horizontal plane for.
Right, the horizontal plane. What? Do you want to say that again?
Yeah, the surface of Earth is not your horizontal reference.
Thank you.
Yes, it is. The corrections do not match your globe. The corrections match our horizontal plane.
Sorry,
That's where
sorry,
we're from.
but not the White Knight. You're saying the corrections aren't to the horizontal now, even though you said it was a minute ago.
Yes, they are to horizontal. I'm not saying anything else. I'm saying that horizontal is not the Earth.
And are we using that to navigate?
We're using the angle we get from the horizontal.
So we're correcting to the horizontal.
The one at eye level, yes.
No. So if we're correcting to eye level, why we're going around in circles, QE? He just asked you this. Why would you take your height of eye then? If we're correcting to eye level, we're not. We're correcting to surface level that we're navigating. But when we get to that point, you want to deny that we're actually using the ground to navigate. It's suddenly a line in space, a bit like what a spire on a pedestal. No. We're dealing with ground. But no. I'm concluding. Obviously, that means you've got to start yammering through the top of the conclusion. No, we're navigating the ground, son. Yeah, definitely the ground that we're navigating.
He just said, wait a second, it's height of eye correction. You're not correcting to the eye. Are you retarded?
Yeah, if it's a correction and you're using the eye level in the first instance, that can't be the correction to it. It is the thing you're starting with to correct to ground level. I mean, that's obvious. This guy's just retarded. I've said it all along. I don't know. You said it as well 3 or 4 times. I have no idea why we're communicating with this guy. Fundamentally, he's got too low of an intelligence level to comprehend what's being put to him. He doesn't cope with it. Like, he couldn't cope with what's a height. He thought that meant, oh, can you send me something on my phone? Because that's what he heard. Literally, the words that we say don't communicate to him in a way that's coherent, so he can't respond to them. Half the time he's yammering through the top or calling us liars for clarifying things that he specifically said and have been recorded. That gets turned around into us being liars. You know, this guy's totally unreasonable.
You don't start with eye level.
Manufactotum.
So you don't start with it. Why would you measure your height then at port?
Manufactotum.
Because
43 minutes.
the angle that is added, the elevation angle from horizontal, dips in a way relative to a curved surface.
Why would you be
That's
making a
why you need the height
correction?
of eye.
Sorry, dips. He's just said dips are relative to a curved surface, even though literally 5 minutes ago he said we're correcting to horizontal. But now it's what? Correcting to curve? Is it?
Correcting to horizontal.
That's not curve. Horizontal is... Oh, God, QE. Horizontal isn't curving.
Nobody said it was.
Yeah, and we're correcting to the horizontal, which means we're not correcting to curve. We're not correcting to a curved surface, the one we're navigating. We're correcting to the horizontal. By use of the eye level in the first instance, we're not correcting to eye level. That's absurd, and we've all laughed at you because it's moronic. We're correcting to the surface level. The one we are navigating. Level isn't curving, so we're not correcting to a curved surface.
Yeah, welcome
Correct.
to
You're
Flat Earth.
correcting
He
from
said
the
it.
curved surface to a horizontal.
Yeah, welcome to Flat Earth. We're correcting to the horizontal surface, the one we're navigating, not to a curve.
Nope.
Nope, that's right. Welcome to Flat Earth. Not correcting to a curved surface, correcting to a horizontal surface.
What if you're on an
Manufacturer-
I correct.
Can I get an elevation? Can I get an
Guys.
elevation angle of a star
Ali.
mountain?
Oh, we need to
Manufactured
white
item.
knight. It was the same white knight as last time, eh, Carly?
Was that
Hey, can
AJ?
Is it painful, Carly? Can you hear your man getting battered?
Guys,
want-
in the chat at 43 minutes.
Let me
Carly. In the chat at 43 minutes past the hour for Manufactotum from Astrolab Sailing. If you're taking your sextant readings from the bridge of a big ship, then you're going to get a different sextant reading to if you're on a small yacht. Therefore, we need to make a correction to what your sextant says to get your reading converted to sea level reading. This is called dip or an adjustment for your height of eye. So you are adjusting to sea level reading.
Yeah, horizontal.
Arguably. I mean,
Yeah,
functionally, they're the
horizontal.
same.
No,
You
no,
can be
not arguably. Have you got a
down or
citation?
Yeah.
Have you got any?
Yeah, for the audience's benefit, because he's going to completely ruin the audio for this. Yeah, we're correcting to the horizontal. That's the sea level. It's the surface we're navigating, as we've gone through with him multiple times. We're not correcting to curve. We're using angles and correcting to flat baselines for dip. It's horizontal. It's not curving. We're not using curved surfaces. Earth is flat. That's how it's being measured, referenced and corrected to in this instance. To surface level, that's sea level as cited.
AJ, it's in the chat.
Welcome to Flat Earth. You wanted to deny that we were correcting to the surface level, sea level. You said it was correction to eye level. I mean, that just makes you retarded, like really stupid. The audience now knows that's the case. That when you said we were correcting to eye level, oh no, another Dumbo glurf in the house, it seems. Yeah, you've just had the citation that absolutely shits all over that. So no, Dumbo. You don't seem to have a place at this table anymore, Dumbo. You said correcting to eye level. No, definitely not. Just another moronic statement from a glurf liar.
No.
Yes. Yes. You said correcting to eye level. Maybe you'd like to call me a liar when I specifically detail that which you told us we were doing. Correcting to eye level, you say. Maybe you'd like to call me a liar.
Yeah, a level reference is not the surface of the ground.
Even though that's what it very specifically detailed in that citation that AJ, the moderator of this server, just read out to you. Nothing. Nothing at all. Yeah, you just had a citation read out by AJ that took a big, fat, giant, steaming shit on your nonsense.
If I want to
I
make
put a citation
level
for AJ.
reference,
Sorry,
I know it's the
Nothing
White
to
Knight.
do with
Carly's decided to add to the audio chaos. I don't mind if one of his White Knights wants to add to the
It
audio
doesn't
chaos.
have to be chaos.
Right, Carly? Yeah, you can hear how badly he's being smashed and you can't bear it. Got to come off mute and add fuel to the fire. No, he's getting his bum smacked, Carly. Yeah, because we are correcting to surface level as per that citation read out by the server's moderator. It wasn't to eye level like this Dumbo Manufactotum said. He's just wrong and stupid. Carly, you could chill out while I put this to the server. I mean, obviously, at the moment, I'm only getting to put this to my audience and not the server because you keep rumpusing me. But he's having his bum smacked because he's not correcting to his eye level, Carly. He's correcting to surface level as per the citation you want to rumpus, so the Discord server can't hear me pointing it out for the 5th time.
You don't have to point it out 5 times. Just let me respond. If I'm standing on top of a mountain, clearly the surface of the ground is not horizontal.
Yeah, is that what we do when we're out at sea with mariners sextants, getting our heights to the crow's nest? Do we get our heights to crow's nest for dip correction when we're up mountains? Is there a crow's nest up this mountain, you stupid clown? Because it seems like that was a bit of an obfuscation tactic to talk about something completely different. Like we're not dealing with mariner sextants and dip corrections because we're not able to just use a bubble up a mountain. We're out on a boat rocking around all over the place. That's why we're having to use the horizon and correct for it, Carly. But what, you thought we were somehow up a mountain when this guy gets his ass smacked for saying we're correct to eye level? You thought we needed to talk about mountains, did you there, White Knight? No, Manufactotum was just wrong and stupid. Said we were correcting to eye level.
Not wrong.
Yeah, maybe you could chant through it for me also, Manufactotum. No, you just had it cited. Would it be better if the actual person hosting this was ignored entirely when he interrupted proceedings to point out how bleeding wrong you were when you said we're correct to eye level? Because he just cited it. It very specifically said sea level. That's not eye level, Dumbo. You were just wrong and stupid and needed a White Knight Carly to help you out there, didn't you? But I'm still going to smack your bum and point out how wrong you are. You're still going to chant through it because you're an intolerant little toddler throwing his dummy out of the pram while he gets told off. No, you were wrong. We don't correct to eye level, Manufactotum. You are stupid. Meanwhile, it's horizontal. That surface level that we do correct to, that isn't eye level, that's the surface, sea level, and it is horizontal. So we've got a horizontal sea level that we correct to, a flat earth. Proof.
Prove it. That's not a proof, that's a claim.
No, it's how it's done. That's how we correct. You said we corrected to eye level and were wrong. Then AJ, the moderator of this server, had to go and correct you with a citation that told you it was to surface level, sea level, Dumbo. No, it's not a claim. No, it's how it's actually done. It's not just me saying it. It's been cited to you.
You're just swapping.
I'm guessing you've never done this in your life.
Oh, right. Now we're into the ad homs. Oh, really? So whether or not I've done it will change whether or not we're actually dealing with a horizontal plane that we're correcting to, that definitely isn't curved, and definitely isn't eye level, and definitely isn't up a mountain.
It could be either of those things.
No, it can't. It's definitely the surface level that's horizontal. That's what we're correcting to as per the citation AJ just gave you. I mean, it could be anything if you just make up crap and insert it like we're correcting to eye level, but then a flat earther, me, Nathan Oakley, comes along, points out how bleeding wrong you are, and then I'm backed up by the server operator who cited something that made absolutely clear how wrong you were, dum-dum.
And I cited one that does show that it's eye level as well.
Oh, really? I only have one citation from you, and it's this.
Must be because one, it's not a citation, Manufactotum. I don't think you understand what a citation is. You've just given me a picture of a ball or a circle with a line to the center of the earth to a horizontal from someone's eye height, but you'll see that anyway, I'll drop it in Master B and then we can address it. I'm happy to address it.
Fine. How much longer?
Yeah, your cartoon is stupid and it's not a citation.
It's
Okay,
wrong.
I guess
You don't have the center of the ball yet, so you got to dismiss that.
Okay, it's okay.
Well,
need to
hold on, anyway, because according to Astrolab Sailing, they're using the celestial sphere and the equatorial plane to measure their angles from in celestial navigation.
It's okay. This is cool. This has a flat Earth in it. It's got actual horizon with a dotted line that's flat.
That's a flat earth.
Yeah.
But they don't have a horizontal because a horizontal is not a point.
Yeah, well, but they do in the diagram. It says actual horizon on it. It's a dotted line. Obviously, it's got no reference whatsoever to the sphere below it. But the actual horizon has nothing to do with what they've called horizon that's below the dotted line that we'll need to reference. The dangling globe below that I'm now getting interrupted as I summarise with 10 years of experience on this subject. Obviously, me summarising what I've got on screen for an audience that I've just been shown needs interruption constantly. It definitely has eye level and actual horizon parallel with one another. So level is level in this, and actual horizon represents surface level, so we can derive a plane with it. It's representative of sea level, also horizontal. So well done. This dangling earth below it has nothing to do with the actual measurements.
Nathan, I put a couple of recent posts on Master B. can you go to that?
Yeah, so the one with the angle off a curved surface that doesn't have GP points meeting the curved surface? Yeah.
Well, there's one that's a whole page. And if you go to the top right, it shows you that if your height of eye is at sea level, there's no dip correction. And Brian has already said this so many times, when they do site reduction tables, they're taking the elevation angle from sea level. That's the whole purpose of the reduction. If you're from a crow's nest, you got to get it at sea level. So that's why they do this exercise, because when they refer to the site reduction tables, as you can see there, height of eye, meters and feet, 0, dip angle, 0.0. But if you go to the picture underneath, which I blew up and put separately, it says observer's horizon shows a right angle, and it shows a geoidal horizon, which is sea level, which they got a globe surplus to requirement. The nautical almanac and the site reduction tables assume that the sites are taken at sea level, for instance, from a periscope of a submarine barely emerging above the water. So if this fella is in the crow's nest, his measurement has to match barely emerging above the water, so he can get a what? A right angle triangle to get the 90 to subtract the co-altitude, which cannot work with that surplus requirement semicircle drawn underneath it. This is all trickery.
And again,
So if you're in the
like
nest,
Nathan
do you still
said,
need a
is
dip
the,
correction if you're using a bubble sextant?
hang on, your
I'm
own
so glad.
citation here that
I'm
you've
so
provided.
glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that. You've established the horizontal to get your vertical at 30,000 feet in the air, right? You've established your horizontal, which must match the equatorial plane, which is what? A 180 straight angle. That's the true altitude in the nautical almanac books. So you can never put the surplus globe there, because everything must match the 180 straight angle at the equatorial plane. And you can't do that with a curving surface.
Honest question. Sure, honest question.
Why
How
don't
far
you
are
just
those stars
admit?
for the angle to be the same at sea level?
No, what he's doing is whistling straight
Don't
past it.
change the subject.
Hold on, 10th. He just said sure, and he's basically just breezing past it. It's called whistling past the graveyard.
No, I heard what he said.
Okay,
The
so
problem
then
is
let me
he's
ask you
neglecting to
this.
consider that
Let me
those
ask you
angles of
this.
elevation will be the same from 35,000 feet and at sea level. That means the stars are at optical infinity.
Hey, I'm talking.
Welcome to Globe.
Sorry, they're not at an optical infinity on a globe. They're at a set distance that you derive from radial values measured with Polaris. That's how you infer the distances globally. They're not infinitely distant. Did you not believe that do you think you got an infinitely distant sun and stars? You don't think they're at set distance in your model derived from flat plane measurements of Polaris? Idiot. Idiot. Globe model's got set distances to stars. For example, 96 million miles to a particular star you think the sun is. That's a set distance. You've just said it's infinitely distant, therefore welcome to Globe that has fixed distances. You total clown.
Nathan,
we use the opposite ends of the Earth.
Well, he just told us welcome to Globe because of infinite distances. Yet Globe has set distances, you stupid man.
No.
Not taking
Nathan, may I just also clarify something to support what you were stating about his citation? On his citation, it says actual horizon if the eye height is 0, yeah? So from, again, Astrolab sailing, it says the next error to correct for is height of eye. The tables all assume a height of eye of exactly 0 feet. This is because then the horizon is at 90 degrees angle to your zenith.
Thank you. May I finish now? So the maximum nautical mile distance that a mariner can have at sea is 90 times 60, 5,400 nautical miles. Is that infinite distance?
No.
Yeah, goodbye with this
like
guy.
linear distance
Crazy
to a celestial object?
Yeah, meanwhile, globe has got set distances. He welcomed us to a globe because of his appeal to infinite distances.
You need a globe
they
for
are
those
linear
distances.
distances.
You need a globe for the distance to the sun.
So
You don't need to
infinite.
go, really.
Again,
You're going to need a globe for that,
again,
mate.
don't seem to understand the words you're using. Infinite, not set. Your globe has set distances.
Optical.
I gave you an example. Now you're yammering through me with the sun at 96 million miles. That's not an infinite distance. You stupid idiot globe believer who thinks that appealing to an infinite distance is going to help you when your globe has got set distances, and you're going to yammer through my conclusion, aren't you, Manufactotum? Painful when you're getting bitch slapped for your stupid shit that doesn't prove a globe like infinite distances. That stupid shit you appeal to is absolutely in contravention of your globe. Now, obviously, you feel that yammering through me pointing that out is going to somehow detract from your loss. You just appealed to infinite distances like that was a globe win. I'm going to do it again, Manufactotum. You've had to be server muted, Manufactotum, because you can't seem to shut your bleeding mouth while I point out your stupid nonsense that you appealed to with infinite distances. Take him off server mute so the audience can hear how triggered this bitch really is. Yeah? Manufactotum, is it easier if you chant through me concluding? Is it easier if while you're getting bitch slapped, you yammer and cry through the top of it? You appeal to an infinite distance, like that was somehow a globe proof. I then gave you an example of a very specific set distance to a star in your model that's derived from flat measurements of Polaris to give you the radial value. I then pointed out that it is absolutely in contravention of your globe assertion. There's one of the examples of him being a triggered bitch, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we'll count them off. Yeah, that's 2. Triggered bitch. We'll keep calling it as well while I try and summarise for about the 17th time. I'll keep counting them off. That's 2 so far. Triggered bitch interjections, we'll call them. Anyway, you said infinite distances. Welcome to globe. That's 3. Triggered bitch.
I didn't say infinite
4
distance,
triggered
but
bitch
optical
interjections.
infinity.
5 triggered bitch interjections. Very triggered bitch today, it seems, Manufactotum. Maybe I'll get to the end without you chanting that I'm lying. Lying, am I?
Maybe you'll get another lie.
No. I'm thinking that it's so painful, ladies and gentlemen, that that's why the server moderator had to put him on mute, because he couldn't cope. Yeah? Can't cope much.
I'm glad this is all recorded.
Do you want to take some Adderall? I'll get some Adderall in you.
Nathan, why do they need to use a tangent plane? They got a globe surface they can use. Why don't they just use that? What's the problem with that, using a curved baseline?
Oh, it's because they don't correct to curve. They correct to horizontal. He made that explicitly clear.
Yeah, so let's take away. Let's take away.
Nathan doesn't understand prepositions.
Sorry, he's got to ad hom me 10th through the top of this. He needs to ad hom me about what I don't know. So you thought infinite distances was a welcome to globe moment, you stupid buffoon. Meanwhile, you've got set distances to your stars. They've been scaled by Kepler and Huygens. But you thought an appeal to infinite distances was a win for the globe? All right. Perhaps you'd like to start swearing at me, you stupid man. No.
Back to what I was saying. They must use a tangent plane because they can't use a globe because the globe doesn't exist. And the zenith distance is the zenith position of the star, GP, over the Earth at 90 degrees. That could work on the tangent plane or a flat Earth, but not on the sphere because it shares the same baseline as the observer zenith's 90, and you can't have diverging zeniths.
Anyway, I've wasted enough time here. I'm going to get dinner started. You guys have fun with your undeserved...
Sorry, you're not going to get to ad homus as a summary at the end. Piss off. Piss off and run to your stupid crap dinner that you'll tell your wife she lies about when she serves you turkey. Turkey? Lies!